What is going on, everybody? So right away, I've got to say a little deviation from tonight. So unfortunately, the samples that Will sent, it's clearly all Will's fault. He controls the USPS.
Absolutely.
He did a horrible job sending it to the wrong USPS guy. We weren't able to get the samples tonight, so we turned tonight into a bourbon barrel aged beer night, basically, because we didn't. Unfortunately, Klein kind of came up with it, which is kind of cool because generally speaking, I don't talk about beer very often. Actually, none of us do, and it's something I probably secondary maybe to cigars. It would be 1A, 1B, whatever you want to call it. But so anyway, we're not going to be doing any kind of blind flight tonight. Now we're going to talk about just barrel aged beers, and to be honest, we're just going to kind of shoot the shit and just have fun tonight. So. Let's see, before we kind of get rolling, let's see who we got in here. A couple pre-gamers. DC, how's it going, buddy? Andrew Buchanan, Tim Garrigus. Hey, Tim. Thanks, Will. I see you're in here. Thanks for making the appearance. Good effort, by the way. You got your stuff to climb, but you couldn't get it to me. Even though maybe what happened was maybe the shelf turds. Yeah, maybe the shelf turds. Oh, look at that. They might have hijacked my stuff and just taken it on. So keep an eye out for a blind flight from the shelf turds. They might be doing one of those. So
that would not surprise me in the least. Those guys are shady at best.
They are shady ass characters, that's for sure. So, well, obviously everybody knows Klein and his channel, Destination Bourbon. If for some reason you've been living under a rock, go check out Michael. He's doing a fantastic job with his stuff. If you wanted some cool, fun stuff, then, that's what he's going to be giving you. He's not going to give you the boring, stuffy stuff like robotic like I do. So you'll go get the fun stuff over there. If you want robot and repetitive, come to my Beer Journey channel. It's new. So anyway,
we're picking it off tonight, the My Beer Journey.
Yeah, so tonight is we are it's the My Beer Journey takeover tonight. That's what we're doing. So, and as you can see, Mr. Show Off here has collected all of the regular stuff along with all the variants and everything. I don't see any of the birthday bourbon stuff in there. No,
I don't have the birthday bourbon. So this is actually, this goes 16, 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 of the regulars.
Yeah.
This is my only variant so far this year. I've got a few coming to me, but this is the stout aged in barrels blended with Earl Grey tea, black tea, and honey.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's a variant. This is from 2019. This is aged with cherries, granola, oats, brown sugar.
Sounds like
Which one's that? That's from 18?
That's from 19. And so is this one. This one is the one that's aged in Rittenhouse rye barrels. That's delicious.
Oh, interesting.
This is the one from 19 that was aged with coffee, cassia bark, orange peel. This was one of my favorites of all time. This is a 2018 is aged in bourbon barrels with orange peel and cocoa nibs.
I just drank that one the other night, and it was like absolutely like delicious. I had one of those. So if we kind of relate this to like whiskey opening up, as I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this who enjoy these kind of beers will know, like generally speaking, how well these do when they start to age.
Oh, well, they say right on them, continues to develop in the bottle for 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right on the little neck tag there that's sticking out at you on the back of it.
Oh, yeah.
And some say 2.
But they just keep going. So
this one right here is a 2-year.
The variants, I love all the different variants, but when it boils down to it, this bad boy right here, the regular 2020 bourbon barrel aged stout is phenomenal. Just
well, cheers to you and your suggestion for doing a beer night. So, I mean, I think a lot of people, like we were talking today before we did all the live, we're now getting into the season where it's cold for us. We're at Wisconsin, Michigan, all of that. This is like
bitter today.
Yeah, and this is stout. I mean, this is stout time. Right now it's like 25 degrees here. It's cold right now. So, you're getting to these times where these big boozy kind of, chocolatey beers are just exactly what the doctor ordered. And
Absolutely.
that's official prescription as well too. So this is like literally this is what a doctor would prescribe.
I gotta move my show off thing so that I can actually drink some stuff.
Yeah. So
it looks so nice.
They did look so nice.
It did look nice.
I actually took a picture. Carrie's like, take a picture. I'm like, that's a good idea. I'm gonna take a picture.
That could be a holiday card for next year.
That's a good one. You guys should just like lay down and pose in front of your beers and stuff. That'd be a cool one.
And Michael,
do I have to have clothes on?
Michael,
optional.
With the bottles just covering certain parts of him.
That's a really good idea.
That is a fantastic idea.
And I'll be dangling the mistletoe.
So everybody stay tuned for your Christmas card. That's going to be coming from the Kleins this year. That's going to be an impressive card right there.
It's going to be the best card. Hey, Dusty Dan, how you doing, brother?
Dusty, how's it going, bud? Trev, how's it going, buddy? And I guess we probably should give a big shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Matty Porter today for winning that. That's pretty damn impressive. I mean, to go through all of those people in all those different regions and to do what he did, I mean, that just really ultimately says a lot about, his palate, to be honest. You're not going to do what he did without being able to truly identify good whiskeys, what things are, all of that. So that's pretty damn impressive.
There was 4 million people that entered. 100,000 got like selected into the thing, and Matt like beat them all down to being the last man standing. He beat 4 million people to be the world's greatest whiskey taster, something like that.
Yeah,
I think it might have been 400, but it's probably 4 million. It's hard.
I mean, yeah, it probably is. I mean, who's give or take a 0 or 2, but yeah, whatever.
Math's not my strong point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, who's counting? I mean, 400,000 or 4 million is not much of a difference, even. So
no, but you're right. He's an absolute legend. He's an amazing dude that's super humble and just loves his people probably as much, if not more, than everyone else does.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I teared up, because I love the guy and I was so excited for him, and it was such a cool event, and he killed it. He absolutely killed it.
Yeah, it looked like a really fun time. I mean, that was the thing. I mean, that was impressive. I mean, whoever was going to run through that and win that the way they did, there was a lot. I mean, as people kind of followed his progress and what was going on, I mean, they ran you through the gamut on that whole deal. So,
yeah, I can't wait for their documentary video to come out, because even though we were there, we could only see certain parts. So he would come out and tell us a little bit about what was going on. And then he'd be, so like after, some of the parts, he was actually down. He wasn't in first place. And so he was nervous. And so not only did he kill it, but he made a comeback. I mean, he's the LL Cool J of whiskey.
Oh yeah, we probably should start referencing a lot of like 80s and 90s stuff before we get too far into this, shouldn't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll be doing some good stuff. So anyway, obviously you guys probably see we don't have any samples or anything. Unfortunately, like I said early on when we got going, the samples just never showed up to my place, and I've been kind of keeping an eye on a lot of USPS stuff, and it's just sitting somewhere, or someone's having a hell of a night tonight enjoying some of Hendo's samples. So if you're watching tonight and I was supposed to get those samples and you just happen to be watching this live stream, enjoy Will's samples. So I hope they're good. And if you have any questions, don't send anything to me. Just direct them towards Michael Klein. He will tell you exactly what it all is. So.
Yeah, I mean, I could open them up, but we're gonna do it at some point.
We are. So hopefully, I think probably I've got a couple things lined up in December. So if it's okay, maybe we'll kind of get into the first part of the year and kind of go from there. So
yeah, I'm down with that. We got one of I did get some M&M minis.
Oh, good. There you go. I
got those from Will.
Okay, good guys.
Harry apparently wants them. Did you see her light up?
I was listening to him shake.
This is okay. So I don't know about your household, but when I get stuff that comes from people that I kind of trust or know, she wants to like eat the candy part. I'm like, I return these. Like, these are just to prevent the sloshing and noise. These aren't for you to eat, So if you can just keep your grubby hands off of my noise maker.
Bottles, we have nails, we have rice.
Whenever I get something from Julie, she always sends Mike and Ike's.
I like Mike and Ike's. And I like the tropical fruity ones.
Carrie says, "Oh, those are mine. Mike and Ike's are mine."
Just claim them right away. That's okay. That's all right. All right. So obviously we are starting. We've got we just wanted to do a little beer night, so we started out obviously with this bad boy tonight. So clearly, my favorite. I mean, I don't know about you guys. Mm-hmm. Look at HENDO coming in with a $4.99 guilt chat or a super chat right here. Screw the U.S.
Cheers to the beers.
Cheers to the beers. You got it. Thanks, Will. Hey, we're still gonna get to it, so don't worry. Hang tight. We'll eventually do it. So, oh, look at DC coming in with a team carry. All right.
Thank you, DC.
So it was kind of funny because I told Scott earlier, I'm like, hey, you got time to give me a call? And he's like, yeah, we can talk. So we kind of were chatting on the phone, and both of us kind of collect and re-age bourbon barrel-aged stouts. And so as we got to talking about it, we're like, well, it's a natural progression. We both feel, and you guys can, voice your opinion in chat. Yeah. But we both feel that most people that drink bourbon also drink bourbon barrel-aged beer.
Yep.
So it's a hobby of both of ours, and we're like, well, why don't we share some of the stuff that we get and that we like, and let's talk about them. Especially because you being in an amazing beer state in Wisconsin, I'm in an amazing beer state in Michigan. Yep. We get a lot of cool stuff.
How many distilleries are here, or breweries, or whatever you call it? We have tons.
Yeah, there's almost like 300 or something like that. I mean, I've got a map in my office of all the distilleries.
I think Michigan is one of the
breweries.
One of the top distillers.
Brewer states.
Yeah, in the U.S.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, we are in two of the best states for beer, period. I mean, it is.
You have cheese.
What's that?
You have cheese.
Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so here's the thing. We get a little bit of that stigma about eating cheese. I don't have cheese for lunch and stuff. I don't walk around with bricks of cheese, or we don't hoard cheese or anything. It's just
I would.
We don't hoard cheese any more than anybody else really does. We make good cheese, but you don't go over to somebody and be like, hey, we're gonna have a cheese party tonight.
I want to flip your mattress and see what you have stashed under there.
I can guarantee you we don't have cheese stashed under our mattress. I guarantee you that. I can confirm that. But anyway,
Rudy and Daniel Kerber, you guys were the sweetest.
Okay, so here's a good one. We were chatting about this before. So do you refrigerate those beers, or do you drink them room temp? We talked about this before a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. So we both kind of agree that, I mean, okay, so we do both. We actually have areas that that we never put in the refrigerator. Yeah. But if I'm about ready to drink one, I will, generally speaking, always put it in the refrigerator first, chill it a little bit, and then pour it cool. And then as you kind of sip on this thing throughout the night, it just gets a little more room temperature, and a little more of the flavors really start to come out in these things.
Absolutely. These beers are not, in my opinion, they're not chugging beers.
No,
they're thick. A lot of them are thick.
Is that better? I'm hearing some reverb. There we go. So they're not chugging beers. So if you're not worried about chugging it, then what you get is the cold beer to start with.
Show them how it clings to the glass.
It has a flavor at the beginning that opens up kind of like a whiskey does when you let air get to it.
It literally hugs the glass.
You know what I didn't really notice until right now. Do you notice more, I guess, head on this thing than you do most other ones? Because a lot of times this will just go away. Even in some of the other releases, it's staying really heavy on mine.
Yeah. And part of that is the glass that we're both using. We're both using a glass that's made for these stouts.
Yeah.
So that helps. But yeah, the holding on of the head is amazing.
All right.
Are you reading that super chat?
I am. So I knew Swami was going to come in. Usually he comments, and Swami's a good dude. He and I, we bust each other's balls all the time. But so I already knew he was going to send some smart ass comment. So wearing a cap backwards makes you look 3 months younger than 60.
Really sweet, isn't he?
He is. But he's. I mean, if you know Swami and the douche that he is, you appreciate that comment. So I mean,
I already know what kind of douche he is. He sent you $5 Canadian. I think you owe him money.
Yeah, it did. I think that's like 60. That's 62 cents American is what that is. So thanks for that. By the time I think probably by the time YouTube takes all of it, I'm like -8 cents.
Yeah, you owe him money back.
Yeah, thanks, Swami. I appreciate that, bud. No, and he's a good dude. Hey, if you want to watch somebody tell it how it is and not give a shit about what anybody thinks, then go watch Swami. He'll tell you all that. So, all right, let's see. What do we got here? Hendo sent something before. So, are most of these bottles conditioned or forced carbed? Oh, carbonated, probably.
Carbonation, yeah.
Boy, that's a good question. I'm not exactly sure what they do or how they do that.
And how many are on nitro?
None of these are
nitro.
No, nitro is when you're at on tap. They'll use nitro instead of carbon.
Because we've been to a few of them that have the nitro.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, that can be a transition a lot of times for people who don't like a lot of these kinds of beers that kind of, that nitro will really cream it up a lot. So it makes it a little more kind of tolerable for a lot of people. So,
and sometimes it makes it too creamy. Like the bubbles get too tight.
Yeah.
I believe that the Goose Island are all conditioned.
I think so too. I don't think these are carbonated. I don't think that they do it that way. Yeah, and the ABV on them?
Probably not. That's too easy.
Yeah, I don't see where it says anything like that.
So this says intense aromas of charred oak, vanilla, caramel, and smoke. Now, I can tell you that I get the vanilla and the caramel, and I get chocolate and like a bit of a raisin. Yeah,
that's very good call.
I'm not getting any smoke or oak.
Hey, Scott, DC says that you look like an extra from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, probably just thanks, DC, but I'm more of the badass one, clearly. That was such a good show. I loved it. I wish it would have been on longer than it was, but it was
I've never watched it.
It was a good badass.
Isn't that like a biker?
It is. It's a
Hells Angel-ish.
Yeah, it's a little bit that way. It's a badass show. Okay. So thanks, DC. I appreciate the comment that somebody thinks I'm badass at all. So I'm gonna let look at what we got here. Another barrel-aged guy. Look at this, another barrel-aged guy.
Oh, look at there.
Oh shit, they'll let anybody in this place.
Yeah, they will. They will. This guy, he must have hacked my stuff.
Right. I got the back.
Out your password.
I got the StreamYard back end all locked up.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I should have figured if there was anybody who was coming in the back end, it would have been the Mash and Drum.
I was just gonna say if there's anyone that's got the back end locked up, Kalori's the man.
That's right. Fucking clench those ass cheeks, baby.
Yeah, there we go. Jesus. We're officially off the rails now. So all right, what's Will say here? The bottle conditioned beers usually age better. Yeah, I'm guessing that this is. I don't think you could keep a beer for up to 5 years with it being carbonated. It's got to be conditioned.
Yeah, that's exactly why I was saying I thought it was, because it would be flat as shit if you didn't do it would be.
Yeah, it would be. All right, Jace, what do you got there? Looks like you got a variant, maybe two of them actually.
I was lucky enough to grab this year two of the Bourbon County variants. I have the so one was the Caramello, which was aged in larceny barrels. So this is the wheat wine ale aged in bourbon barrels with apple, cinnamon, and natural caramel flavor. And then I got the number 4, which was an oatmeal stout aged in bourbon barrels with coffee and maple syrup.
So I've got 2 of each of those coming to me.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested if you're opening those to tell me what you think of them.
Yeah. Which one would you? I'll crack one of these. Which one are you a little bit more interested in?
Number 4.
Number 4
for sure. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. I'll do this one right now.
I'm interested in that, like caramella or whatever it's called too. But like I'm sometimes for me, like those kind of like almost like wheat wine beers are kind of like hit or miss sometimes, like the barley wine or something like that. They can be very hit or miss.
Here I am saying I've got 2 of each of those coming, plus some others. And my boy Dramhound, the guy that got them for me, is like, "Hey, it looks like I need to crack some of those that I picked up for Klein."
Dramhound, you are the man. That's good. You're a good dude sending that stuff. That's some good, really good stuff. Like for me, the regular stuff, I have zero problem getting it at all. And I probably could have gotten more of the variants, but some of them I wasn't too sure. And again, I mean, these are, for some people, I've seen just regular prices upwards of $35 just retail for some of those.
Yeah.
So
I saw the Weller variant on secondary for $200 a bottle.
Crazy.
So I would imagine that because I haven't even seen any of the Weller or the Old Forester birthday bourbon on secondary. Yep. But I would guess if the Weller's going for 200, the Old Forester birthday's got to be going for a lot more than that.
Yeah, well, look at Jeff. Like same thing that Jeffrey just said. The beers that Jason's got and the ones that Klein had before, $90 to $120 a piece.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Unfortunately, Ohio didn't get a lot of the variants, if any. So I'm sorry, not variants, but any of the Weller or Old Forester birthday bourbon ones.
I think a lot of that stuff stayed in Illinois, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So
I mean, they do a really good job. Well, that's a massive head pour right there.
Yeah, I love it.
That's a lot of head.
Right, that's a lot.
That's like 4 inches.
And that's not even something to complain about very often, but that's a lot right there.
Don't be jealous.
That's more head than Jason has.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ.
You dick.
You know what?
Do the pinky comparison. Let's see.
Man, if we only just think if we only knew somebody in here who knew anything about cigars, like maybe like AB or anything like that, like how well these would pair with a nice cigar.
I'll tell you what. I don't want to pub somebody else's channel on your channel, but I'll do one time and one time only. At 9:00 tonight on the Bourbon Junkies, they're going to be releasing their cigar.
Oh,
their cool. Cigar is a cigar that was made by Alec Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
It would be phenomenal with this. It would be it's already got some chocolate notes to it and a like a fruitiness to the cigar, which is crazy. That would pair so well with Bourbon County Stout.
And this I probably should know this, but is Alec Bradley, is that all Nicaraguan or what?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That cigar. That cigar I think is all Honduran actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Did we just go to Honduras?
Yeah, I believe Alec is in here. I saw him. So,
yeah, I saw him in here before too. I don't know if he's in here or not.
I think that particular cigar is a Honduran broadleaf, Honduran filler, Honduran. It's like 3 different Honduran, I think.
All right, so we got a Puro going then, hey?
Yeah, he said it to me one time, and I forgot, but I'm pretty sure there he is. What?
Yeah, here we are talking cigars.
Cigar. What?
Yeah, there you go.
What's in it?
Yeah. Yeah, we want to know. We want to know what that. Michael let the cat out of the bag a little bit, so we want to know. Oh, that's not it. All right, so here I'm gonna give a little shout out, and again, I know. So Dave from Cigar Club right here. Again, a little shout out to a fantastic. I guess I'll still call it Cigar of the Month Club, whatever you want to call it. They do a good job, and I know Alec is probably working with Dave and all those guys. I think they even have an AB coming in this month's package or whatever it may be.
That's actually where you're going to be able to buy the Bourbon Junkie cigars off of Cigar Club.
Okay. All right. That's good. And just a little quick shout out. So next week, this time, Dave's going to be on the channel. So we're going to probably smoke a nice cigar and talk a little bit. I mean, here's the one thing. I love anybody who's passionate about anything. I can listen to them talk about their passion all day long. And that was one of the things that kind of resonated a lot with me with like Dave and what Cigar Club was doing, was just the passion that they have behind things. And it was crazy. So, all right. So I think he's saying tonight. So this is what they're going to be talking about tonight then.
Yeah, they're going to be talking about tonight. And Alec did say Honduran wrapper, Honduran binder, Honduran and broadleaf filler.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's the nice part, and that's the thing for anybody who enjoys a good cigar. When you think about what goes into all of that, the time and the energy, and just from the time it starts to the time you get it to smoke it, I mean, there's so much that's gone involved in that. When you think about one of those things for being average price, let's say $8 to $10 a stick, it's an incredible value. And for me, what it allows you to do and slow things down and shoot the shit with your buddies and all that, it's the best part. So
yeah, I mean, you could equate it a little bit to whiskey in a way. I mean, it takes time. It takes a lot of people's hands get into it, and the aging. Sometimes you're aging some of those tobacco leaves, and all that work and effort goes into it to make just an amazing cigar. So
you got it. And that's the thing. It's very much the same, and you can see why cigars, whiskey, good beer, like go well together is that they allow you to just slow things down a little bit, take some time, And
I agree with Kleiner. I could see why a fruity, like a cigar with maybe like a chocolate and fruit note would pair really well with a Bourbon County Stout, because I love opposites when it comes to pairing. If it's a spicy whiskey, I kind of like a fruity cigar, and vice versa.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. When you get something that's too much the same, they just blend together and they don't really work or play off of each other. There's nothing fun about that. So you like that, that just the difference. I mean, you want that to be happening. So,
yeah, I mean, and sometimes, with a cigar, it's good for it to be different. But then for me, whenever there's something sweet, I don't want a savory with a cigar. I want something that's a sweeter end to pair with it.
Yeah.
It just does, for my palate, it doesn't work to go sweet and savory or something different, or way too over oaked. I need to have it mesh.
Yeah, I love for whatever reason, I gear towards more rye whiskeys with cigars. I just love the spice and the earthiness together with a good cigar. And I really feel like it brings out the best in both the cigar and the whiskey, just rye whiskeys in general.
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree. And I know sometimes like a good, like Connecticut or something may, for a lot of people, seem to like fall flat. But what I like about pairing a Connecticut with maybe like not a very high proof bourbon is the creaminess that it brings out in both of them for me. So that's one thing I like about what a Connecticut does, especially if you're going to pair it with a whiskey at all. But outside of that, most of the stuff I probably typically smoke is, always like a, Nicaraguan. I like the bold, more of a medium bodied or medium to full bodied cigar with some nice pepper and maybe a little bit of some creaminess and stuff to it. So a little earth.
Yeah, for me, like, I think Connecticut's are better with like coffee. I like a coffee with a Connecticut, but I agree. I'm more of a medium to full, and that's just kind of what hits home for me. Like the Gatekeeper is one of my favorites. It's actually what Alec's picture is on his avatar, is the Gatekeeper wrapper. It's a really good medium to full bodied cigar. It's very, very good.
Well, and that's what you look for. I mean, the craft that goes into making these things is like second to none. I mean, it's incredible to watch people roll a good cigar and then be able to smoke it, and not a whole lot better.
Right. Agreed.
All right. So Jace, how's the beer? How do you like that?
I like this one a lot, but honestly, I already drank the Bourbon County, just the regular stout that that they release every year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I actually kind of like that better than this one. This is good. It's a little bit way too much on the sweet side.
So the one that you've got there, I think that's their like oatmeal stout. So that's not just their. I don't think that's their base bourbon either, or their base beer. I think that's like an actual like oatmeal stout. So that's not even just the Bourbon County, right?
Yeah, the coffee definitely adds a bitterness to it, which helps. Because I love coffee, especially espresso.
Yeah.
But the maple syrup in here is very faint for me. I'm not getting a ton of it. I'm getting more of the coffee and the oatmeal stout, notes in it. I was drinking stouts, since a while. I love stouts. So
I was waiting to see what you were going to say. I've been drinking stouts since stouts were invented.
I've been drinking stouts before stouts were stouts.
Yeah, I was drinking a stout before I named it stout. I was drinking it before it was even stout when I named it stout.
Just to even prove my point, back in the day when I was playing like a ton of Xbox, my handle was Stout Belly 23.
I guess, hey, if there's anything to be proud about, it's that. Because
it's still Stout Belly 23. So if you were like playing multiplayer on Xbox,
yeah,
my shit would be Stout Belly 23. That's how much stout I was drinking back in the day.
I'm gonna get a shirt made that says Stout Belly 23.
That's right. Yeah,
that's a good one. Yes, Chris, this is our tiebreaker tonight. As you can see, this is a major battle we got going on. So
yeah. I'm apparently the moderator trying to keep these idiots in check.
Yeah, you'll see. Good luck with that.
What's funny is I actually posted on the Facebook page. I'm like, hey, if you guys just want to come and hang out with two idiots that want to drink beer.
Yeah. That's kind of mean. I didn't realize you knew Jason was going to be on here. A couple of idiots, eh?
No, I was referring to you and Carrie.
Good old Stout Belly 23. There we go.
And then the back door shows up, Stout Belly 23.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if you guys are looking for professional live streams, you guys have come to the right place. I'll tell you that tonight.
Nothing like squeezing a Stout Belly in the back door.
Yeah, you can't just you got to be a special kind of turd to stuff a Stout Belly in the back door. Stanley Wag. All right, what does Stanley have to say? Hello, kids. What did I miss? You missed a lot. You're going to want to watch this replay for sure.
Stan Wag, he's the man.
He is.
Yes, he is.
What does he got here? Okay, so also in a little on hand when a Ghost Island bottle cost more than $7. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like once a year for me. I splurge. This is about the only beer that I splurge on at all. So
what's amazing? Costco has it for $9.99.
Really?
2 per day.
Yep.
See, that just goes to show how many of these things that they're really making, and they're not sacrificing the quality of the product.
Yep. Did you ever hear the story of one of the first ones of these?
What's that?
So the one of the very first, like the whole reason that Bourbon County bourbon barrel aged stout came out.
Yeah.
They had a bourbon barrel age or a bourbon barrel there, and one of their brewers was like, we kind of need to age our stout and see what happens. So they filled the barrel and they put it under their staircase, and they forgot about it.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah, and so like 2 years later, one of the guys like, "What's this barrel?" The guy's like, "Oh shit." Yeah, let's pull that out, and it was phenomenal. And they're like, "Holy shit, we might have something here."
Wow. So it all started just by pure coincidence then, hey?
Yeah, it was like a long time ago and in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah. And
they just kind of said, let's do this. And then, I mean, that was the story. And I heard that from a bartender at 312 Distiller or Brewery there in Goose Island and in Chicago. And it was amazing to hear them tell that story and talk about it, because the guy was basically, he's like, if you go down into our cellar, there's literally the staircase where this barrel was just sitting there covered in dust. It's been It's been sitting there for 2 years hanging out, and they're like, "Oh shit, what's in here?"
It's amazing how some of the best things that we enjoy just in life just overall happen by accident, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So Andrew Buchanan there. I've got.
I was going to say you got something.
Right here.
Yep. Let's say you got a quad that's been aged.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
This is my absolute favorite beer on the planet. So this is Brewery Vivant out of Grand Rapids, and they do a Belgian quad that they age in bourbon barrels for a year, and then they release it every year. And so I've got 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. And it gets better. I think because of the high ABV, it's 11.7, but it gets better like with age. It's so good.
A few years ago, we were at Brewery Vivant. Michael was begging and pleading with them to get a growler, and they wouldn't do it. Like a growler, well, it was $25 or something. Well,
I even told them, they're like, we won't do a growler. I'm like, well, how many beers can I drink? They're like, you can drink as many as you want. I'm like, then charge me for however many beers it takes to fill a growler and fill the growler. They're like, no, we can't do that.
Because I'll give you $100. Like
you should have just ordered a bunch and just poured them underneath you or something.
I should have poured them in.
Like they were getting annoyed with him, and to the point where I said, "Enough."
The only reason I say that is I can't confirm or deny whether that's been done on my part or not. Actually,
in hindsight, that's exactly what I should have done. But I was trying to be on the up and up, and be like, "Hey, just let me buy one, man. Come on."
Yeah. And then at Knickerbockers, like he became the mayor of Knickerbockers, and to the point where Uber came and picked us up. And we were staying at the Voss Amway
Grand.
And I asked the bellhop, I go, can you help me carry him up?
You didn't have to carry me up.
No, he said, no, I'm off the clock in 2 minutes or something like that.
Such a storyteller
so
she is.
I had to help him.
No, she didn't. I wanted to go to the rooftop bar. She wouldn't let me. I was great.
Let's just say the Amway Grand is big, especially in the lobby, and he was literally wall bumping.
No, I wasn't.
And
we've all wall bumped before. I mean, come on, we've all wall bumped. I mean,
Carrie makes up stuff. I mean,
they've seen you.
She's pretty. She just makes stuff up, though.
He's disappeared many streams, as you all have known.
Tommy D, Heartland area. All right, let me get back to. I think I probably missed some stuff. Let's see.
Ty Weber mentioned Founders.
We got
some. That's probably. I think the Founders Breakfast Stout has been like I always have those in my fridge.
That's one thing that I got to tell you, I've gotten very, very disappointed in over the years. That KBS and CBS. When they first came out, they were so good and like almost on par with the Goose Island, in my opinion. And they've created it. They've watered it down to a point to where they want to have it out at any given time. And if you go into any store, it's there.
It's agree.
Not special anymore.
I agree. It's not special anymore. I feel like they've made too many now. They rush it out. They're trying to come up with other variants. Now they have. Coffee and espresso one, like different types of KBS versions. It's definitely gone down in quality a good amount. I agree.
It's everywhere. Yeah, CBS, KBS, it's everywhere around here. I mean,
I just like to stick to their. I'm happy with just the breakfast stout, honestly.
Right. Yeah, their regular everyday breakfast stout is delicious.
Yep. It is that. What's another one that's a little kind of underrated is the Backwoods Bastard. That's a nice beer too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't. That's not one. I'm not a Scotch ale guy.
No. Okay. Yeah. That's another. Yeah. That's. I like them, but I know it's a little. It is. It's kind of an acquired taste. That's for sure.
It's got that soury note that I'm not a fan of. So
yeah.
I mean, it's decent. I mean, I'd obviously drink it if somebody poured it for me, but I'm not gonna hunt that one down and say that's something that I really want to have.
Yeah, I was never. Did you guys ever get into sour beers? It's one of those. It's one of those genre beers I just could never take to at all.
Yeah, me either.
No, same here. That I mean, the only thing I've just recently, I would say, like in the last couple of years, gotten into more of the IPAs. Now, with that being said, an IPA with a lower IBU, because I don't like that super bitter like profile that you get with a kind of on higher IBUs and all that in an IPA. So there's people who love them. I'm not that guy. So.
Yeah. Well, I think what ends up happening with the high IBUs.
I gotta say this real quick. Life advice from Clyde 2020. Puke and rally.
I didn't actually puke. I slept. I slept and then I ate pizza and then I was back on Jason's stream talking.
He only threw up one time, and that was
I did
summer.
Not throw up.
Yes, you did. You threw up in the yard.
No, I didn't. I choked and coughed it up, but I didn't throw up. Carrie throws up like 20 times a year, and the one time I get sick, I choke on something. She's like, Clyde's the puker.
Oh yeah,
the world's greatest whiskey tasters in the chat right now. ADHD is in the chat.
Matthew, hey bud, we were talking about you before. That is super impressive what you did. I mean, cheers to you for all of that. That is to go through all those people, like Klein said before, 4 million people to go through. That's pretty damn impressive. So
no doubt in my mind that he would win the day.
Yeah. And don't crash. You're driving, listening to us jokers. Yeah. Be safe, man. Be safe. Yeah.
I got a question for my friends here. I'm going to crack a beer from Griffin Claw, which is a Detroit brewery.
Is that Griffin Claw? Was that made at Hogwarts?
It was made at Hogwarts. Yes, it was. The selector hat was not here, so I have to ask you guys which beer I should drink. So there's Modern Times Coffee. They're all bourbon barrel aged, by the way.
Okay.
There's Modern Times Coffee, Cherry Cordial, Salted Caramel Pecan.
Oh, those sound delicious.
Pecan.
Their Imperial version, Chocolate Marshmallow Almond or Gingerbread Man.
Ooh, Gingerbread Man.
Oh man, I would probably lean towards the. What was the one before Gingerbread Man?
Chocolate Marshmallow Almond.
Yeah,
I think Stout Belly 23 is looking for a D's Nuts flavored.
I was really hoping that you guys would go with Chocolate Marshmallow Almond.
Brian Casey, I got $20. Klein threw up.
I think you can.
I did not throw up.
The dog licked it up.
You're a
God!
Liar. I did
not. Trust me.
I passed out and I came back down and I drank and I ate pizza and I got on Jason's stream.
Your story. I believe you. I do.
What the hell are you talking about?
I believe you.
Where did I throw up? We were in the house. It was
we were outside.
Are you talking this summer?
Yes.
So they were talking about the other night in the stream when I went
I was
passed
just reminding them of another time.
Not one time a year ago, Klein passed out. Let me tell you about it.
I feel much more comfortable. This is like just me being at home right now.
Right?
Hey Scott, I'll be
go get a drink.
Back. I gotta jump off real quick, all right?
Okay. All right. AB says, look, I've never had a bourbon barrel aged beer. Oh man, we gotta change that, bud.
Is that so called?
Don't drink it. It's mine. It's not yours. You're not my friend anymore.
Yeah, give her a try. So, okay, which one do you have? The marshmallow one?
Mm-hmm.
Right. The marshmallow almond.
All right, that sounds delicious.
Is there any chocolate in it?
I don't know. Tommy D. Holy shit, Klein, chill out.
Oh shit.
No, I won't.
Ty. Lovers quarrel.
The discussion we had earlier before we came on.
Oh, that's fantastic. Holy shit.
So that's not too bad.
That is all marshmallows, man.
That sounds delicious. What's that?
You remember how I said before we went live?
Yeah, you didn't like them. Now you do?
I like that one.
Oh, Kleiner, you got to hide your beers now. Now she likes it. You know what? That's the thing. There's a lot of really good beers that I think are now starting to kind of push the envelope, and maybe over the last year or two, really kind of the same. But you'll start to get those things that make it much more approachable for people who didn't enjoy beer before, I think.
It's thick.
It's decadent. It's like very like desserty beer almost nowadays.
And so like at first it's bitter for me, and then the flavors start to really meld and come together at the back of the tongue. And then they really start to come forward like 10, 15 seconds after you swallow.
Yeah.
And then when you lick your lips, they're sweet.
That's kind of, you kind of just described like a good stout beer in terms of what it does perfectly. That's like what they do, really.
Mm-hmm.
This one's so different though, Scott, because it's the nose on it.
Yeah.
Is basically all stout and a little bit of almond.
But it's
interesting.
But the when it hits your lips, it's all chocolate and marshmallow.
Oh, sounds delicious.
But you don't get that to me that skunky beer smell when you
you're not going to get that. Sometimes with the stouts, like, maybe like more of a coffee stout, you'll get a little more of the bitterness. But like the stuff you've got there, you're going to get probably a lot of the nice sweetness and stuff with them.
And it's super smooth.
Super
smooth and creamy.
Steve, go open it, bud. I mean, I've heard the 2020s have been like great. People have raved about like maybe not even necessarily having to age these, that they're so good like right out of the gate. So
when you heard, we drank a 2020 earlier.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm just saying what others have said. I mean, nobody gives a shit what I have to say. I'm just saying what other beer professionals say.
I heard some people that actually know something said it's pretty good. Don't listen to me. I don't know anything.
No, whatever you do, don't fucking listen to me. It's all I know is it's good.
I'm on my 5th chug, and on the 5th one, it was a burst of marshmallow in my mouth, like completely. I mean, I've had a lot of different stout beers, and I like the Neapolitan stout too.
I got a Neapolitan, yeah.
But this one by far, we might have to get some more of these, babe.
Well, unfortunately, they were a one-day only brewery only release, so
so that's next year.
Well, when you go down there this weekend,
that's what I had Travis pick up for me.
We'll go back down on Saturday and get some more.
What part of one day only release?
You know what? They'll have some stash somewhere.
Here you go. Here's Will. 5th chug, and there's a sub left.
I should define my definition of chug. For me, there's tiny sips.
Yes. All right, there you go, Steve. Yeah, don't listen to me. Just go drink it. I want to know what you think of it. I think it's delicious. It's probably, in comparison to a lot of the other ones, I would say without obviously this thing being a year aged already, it's a fantastic beer. This Bourbon County one right away, it's fantastic.
I agree. Carrie won't get back my Griffin claw, so I guess I'm gonna have to drink something else when this one's.
You already plowed through your 20?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, Jesus Christ. I've been talking too much. Like my dad.
I didn't come here to knit, Scott. What are you doing?
Jesus Christ. That's in 3 weeks. Let me put that. My knitting journey. That's coming very soon. Very soon, guys. Stay tuned.
Make me a Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Just made me throw up a little in my mouth.
I'll fucking knit you something.
Like, seriously, at Dramhound, like New England clam chowder IPA. Ugh.
Stanley Wagner says, send me a beer when you finally send my JMAT bottle. Your JMAT bottle is in the mail tomorrow, dude. So I can open the box back up, see if I can stuff a beer in there for you. Just because I love you.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's so many good beers and stuff nowadays. It's great. We're to be honest, we're kind of spoiled living in the states that we do to get these things. There's not a lot of other places that get a lot of the things that we get, I would say. So
no, I agree completely. I mean, that was the thing about beer, that the market almost got, dare I say, oversaturated a little bit. Like, there is so much stuff that came out and so many different great breweries out there that it's like, man, if you want to try them all, you're going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to just try these different beers. I mean,
hey, if you want, I mean, I think partially that's why CBS is just a normal thing now. It became so saturated that that was no longer like an elite beer.
Yep.
So
Patrick Fulmer says,
yep.
"Hey Scott, Jason, and the Kleins, cheers!"
Cheers, Patrick. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that, bud.
Amy Bone says, "Scott, got a bottle for a giveaway if you want."
Well, that's up to you, Amy. I mean, I don't know how you want to do that. I mean, that's mighty nice of you.
So Scott, part of the thing that you're seeing right now is that Carrie has a job on my channel, and that's to make sure I don't miss super chats. And she's exercising that job on this channel.
And thank God, because I'm bad too. Because like it's so difficult to keep up with the super chat stuff or just the chat in general. I feel bad if I missed you. I'm sorry. Like if you added me or anything and I didn't answer your question, I don't know. It's probably Klein's fault or so. I don't know. I don't know. But
and I'm sorry if I'm overstepping. I do tend to just like.
That's fine. This is like being at home. I mean, this is perfect. So this is a day in my life right here. Amy, I don't know how I would do that. How am I gonna? I don't know how I would take your bottle and do. I don't want to do that on you. I don't know how that would even work. But
yeah, I don't know that anybody's been keeping track of any of the chats or.
Yeah, maybe.
If Trev's here, Trev can probably go back and see how many. Ask him, Trev, if you're here, can you tell us how many chats there are? Maybe we can do a giveaway.
I know I can't go back or whatever, but
no, there's no way Scott can go back. He can't even make a thumb for his own channel. There's no way.
I literally can't. I'm so bad with it. I just keep saying, "Hey, Klein, let's just continue to do these things because you can send me the thumbnail." Okay. The only problem is they keep fucking getting worse. They just keep becoming like they're much meaner. Each time they're just meaner,
But, was that not a sweet thumb?
It was. That's why I said, I'm like, of course, fucking Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And I'm the like little dweeb on the bottom of it.
You were little Mac. You're little Mac.
So jacked up.
If you guys get knocked out of this chat, it's on you and not on me. So don't. I'll call you. Don't call me. Okay.
That young 23-year-old YouTuber that took on Tyson.
Oh, hey, it was one of my. We were chatting about this too. It was one of my like favorite games to play like growing up. And then Klein says, I still play it all the time. I know at your like down your arcade.
Here behind me, Mortal Kombat.
No, Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Mike Tyson Punch Out. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat was NES too. Yeah, Mike Tyson. It was I spent a lot of time with that and a lot of time with Duck Hunt.
Oh yeah. The two games that I play the most on the NES are Tyson's Punch Out and Excite Bike.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I play Excite Bike. There's nothing to it, but it's just, I don't know. It's mind numbing. You just,
yeah. It's so, that's when they were like simple and just fun. It wasn't like you had all the alphabet you had to hit at one time to get like it's like, Jesus.
Yep.
Crazy.
Dramhound says that you knew what you were getting when you invited me on. Truly, it was an invite for Carrie to join the live with a side of Klein. All right, guys. I love you guys. But do I get any love? Is there any love for me, or is it all Carrie?
No, they love you. They love you.
I mean, I have a feeling.
They tune in for you, not me.
One feeling. Tecmo Bowl. Actually, that's the other game I play is Super Tecmo Bowl, not just regular Tecmo Bowl. Super Tecmo Bowl. Love that too, Brian Casey. You're forgiven for your comment earlier.
Now we're talking old school. When you get into like the old ColecoVision and stuff, you gotta be a bit of an old timer to know what that stuff is.
Do you remember if I tell you left, right, up, down, select, A, B, start, do you know what that is?
No.
That is the cheat code for unlimited lives in Contra.
No, it's up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
A, B, select, start.
No, there is no start. It's just A, B, start.
Really?
No, I was the queen of Contra. I loved Contra.
Here we go.
My plane was going down.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Seriously. I would say you could get 99 free lives for every time you did that.
It was a fun one. You guys were the ones screwing all the arcades and stuff, weren't you?
So Brian's right. It was 30 lives, not infinite. And it is A, B, select, start. Suck it, Roberts.
Oh, it was. Okay. All right.
They can no longer be apart.
All right. Like Jake says, say Duck Hunt 10 times fast and see how it sounds.
No, Duck Hunt.
No, duck hunt 10 times fast.
I want to hear you say it 10 times
No,
fast.
I'm not gonna say it 10 times
Come
fast.
on. Do it.
Duck hunt.
Select start was for 2 players. That is true. So Carrie definitely does not ever do 2-player. It's all about what Carrie is the 1 player. So Queen Syrup, that's you.
That is me. And Stanley, I know you love me, and trust me, he's my spirit animal too.
I'm something. Sugar Kitty says, "Hi, Carrie. Who's the guy with you?" That's Scott. This is his channel.
Yeah. Good evening.
You get a little alcohol in me and see what happens.
That's all right. See, now you like stouts all of a sudden. You drink it, and there goes your stash, Klein.
God damn it!
All gone. Now she needs more marshmallow shit.
Yeah, I just know what not to buy anymore.
Yeah. Oh, DC. See, there you go. DC loves him some prime time and Queen Syrup. There you go. That's a good one. Queen Syrup.
I know, right? Like, seriously, DC, thank you. You know me too well. So, like, this weekend, I'm having a cookie bake with all the girls at our house. And
I'm going to Valentine.
Yeah, distillery in Detroit. A friend rescued you.
Oh, yeah.
From the main.
Well, actually, I kind of rescued myself. So they put up a thing for a distillery-only release of 3 different Valentine Mayor Pingree products.
Mm-hmm.
So I ordered one, and I'm going down to pick it up. And a friend of mine, John, is going down with me. And we contacted Justin from the distillery, and he's going to meet us over there, and we're going to hang out with him for a while, and it's going to be some fun.
Oh, and this weekend I'm going to do truffles, bourbon style. I'm going to do ginger snap bourbon truffles. Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, as much as I like cookies, I would kind of like the Valentine trip. I mean, that sounds pretty fun, but I do like cookies and custard.
These are truffles.
See, what I figure, Scott, is that I get to go to Valentine. When I come back, there's a bunch of fucking cookies in the house.
That's even better. Yeah. Oh man, now I feel bad. That's a win-win right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, you know what a loving man this guy is? He went and made sure to have all the alcohol for all the girls, all their favorites.
What a guy. What a fucking guy.
Nah.
That's okay. Just, at the end of the day, you got to take care of your lady, right?
Yeah, you got to take care of all the ladies.
Yeah, you do. If you don't, our
and picking them up.
Yeah, hey, if you don't, our lives will be fucking horrible.
Oh, tell me.
Or
lonely, one of the two.
Well, loneliest number is 1. We don't want to be that. That's for sure. So
and handy.
Brian Casey, thanks, bud. Conversation about vintage video games is right in my wheelhouse. Sláinte, everyone. Cheers, bud.
Did I just noticed how long have you had that as your little avatar there, Brian? Fuck you, I'm Irish.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Last time I saw, I thought it was a picture of him on his motorcycle, and now he's just like, yeah, I'm just going straight gangster.
Sugar Kitty, good to see you. Even though I don't see you.
I know. I would love to see.
Hey, do we? And I don't even know this. Do we know if Sugar Kitty is a guy or girl?
We don't.
Okay.
I feel like Sugar Kitty's a girl, but
I do too.
Do
because they seem to be really feminine, like in their banter and stuff.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure. Sometimes it would be nice to be able to meet all of you fantastic people, but not this year. Hopefully soon we can be over all this shit and get back to like meetups and all the fun shit. So
yeah, absolutely. It's this year has gone on for 2 years.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling that 2021 will be a year where everyone's just like making up for this lost year and just having hopefully a good old time. And I hope so. Maybe that's wishful thinking. I don't know, but all this shit has gotten old. I'll tell you that.
Did you see what Alex said? Klein went wait, what?
Where are you at?
Went out and got all of the alcohol so the ladies wouldn't wander into the basement, start making pappy and coke. There's a little truth to that.
Because there's
whatever.
And the ladies coming this weekend.
Steve, thanks for the super chat. 2020, thanks for making me pour my beer. Super chocolate and oak, a little bit of caramel, real sticky on the lips. Fantastic beer, one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a damn good one. So I'm gonna finish this bad boy off and maybe crack open one of the maybe I'll open up the Peruvian Morning, the Central Waters Peruvian Morning.
So that's one of the things that that Scott and I were talking about. You didn't hardly drink any of that.
Yes, I did.
One of the things Scott and I were talking about was how, earlier, how great it is that Michigan and Wisconsin have such great breweries. So the Central Waters that he's talking about, I have a buddy that lives, is originally from Madison, Wisconsin. And Central Waters is a premier brewery. They make some really, really amazing stuff.
They do a good job, and they've maintained the quality, which has been good because, we all know when they start mass producing these things, they start doing things much quicker. They don't age things as long, whatever it may be, and the quality goes down. But that's one thing that Central Waters has kind of stood behind. So
wait a second. Sugar equals cat female, sugar daddy human male. Are you hermaphrodite?
No, they're both here. They're a couple.
Oh, I'm sorry. I retract that statement.
Are you hermaphrodite? It's all in the interpretation, isn't it?
I was a little confused there.
SG flying high one. I'm not a big beer drinker, but heard everyone talking about it. I had to go grab one. He got the number 4. Jason was drinking. I don't know where the fuck Jason went. I think he might have fallen down on one of his videos again.
Yeah, Jason's probably upstairs pushing his life alert, hoping somebody will show up.
Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that.
So Sherry G, if I can give you a little bit of just a skosh of advice, if you're not a big beer drinker, and I know you do love your bourbon, this is really tough to jump into for your first beer type experience, or what you would do for beers. It's far different. It's far different. So drink it on a night that you can sip it for a long time and you can really let it develop and see what you can get out of it.
Yeah, because I mean these, especially the Bourbon County. I mean, this one is, what is mine? 14.6%. I mean, this is a big boy beer right here.
Oh yeah.
Or big girl, whatever. It could be a big girl.
Could be a big type. It's hard to tell.
Who's the stranger in the bottom there?
Josh Randall almost have an aneurysm.
He did. What do we got here? What's Dan say?
It doesn't say. Oh, is it on the top? Maybe
12%.
A 12.
We have Journey and Destination on. One of you should be able to find Jason. No, there he is. He's back.
He wandered back. He went and got himself some water.
That was a lot.
I did have some water
to the well.
But... Well, yes, but unfortunately, I had to take a phone call about a family member that might have COVID.
Right,
so
that's not
you know what? You can just fucking chill out on the family members, buddy. You need a break.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, I know. It's been. I think puke and rally is like the best description for 2020.
It's kind of early. It is. That's a really good analogy right there. Puke and rally.
How is it gonna end? Like, the suspense. Like, how is 2020 gonna end?
I just hope it does end. That's what
I hope it just stays.
I don't want 2020 to roll into fucking 2021. Let's just end it.
Well, that part rolling into 2021 seems somehow inevitable until. I mean, I think at the end of the day, I think until they give a vaccine and everybody can get this shit and no one's gonna get it for the most part anymore. How is it not going to go into 2021? Unfortunately, Yeah,
I don't know. I get confused sometimes because it's like when you go to, they're pulling out this vaccine is going to work for X percent and this vaccine is going to work for X percent, and I'm just like, I hope you're not giving us lip service. That's what I hope. I don't want to have a placebo effect. Have people running around without masks and doing stupid shit because they think they have a vaccine that works.
And I just want to say that I've had a flu shot multiple years in a row because I used to work in healthcare. Every time I got the shot, I got the flu within days after.
Well, I think with these vaccines and stuff, I mean, it's just, especially with this one, I mean, it's something that none of us have, I mean, fortunately ever dealt with before. Now it's kind of a hope and a prayer. We don't fucking know. We're just day to day on this shit, you know?
Yep.
So, I mean,
I'm in the health. I work in the healthcare industry now. So there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that, I know of that's happening with the vaccine. I do know first wave of vaccines will be going to first responders and also to hospitals and old age homes, healthcare facilities that need it, more than, first and foremost. And then second wave will end up going out to, more public domains as far as like pharmacies and, and minute clinics. So if people want to go get the vaccine, they can.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at more doors in the house.
Stanley Wagner, thanks for the super chat. He says, is the experience of these bourbon finished beers in line with scotches when it comes to the taste from the barrel? I don't know. I mean, I'm not the guy to ask about scotch, that's for sure. But this for
good.
me, yeah.
That's just good. Plain and simple. These taste good. Scotch tastes like shit. They're not at all the same.
I would still say, remember, Scotch gets most of their flavors from, you have used casks. You do have some first fill variations from the Scotch, lens as well. But
hang on a second, Jason. Hang on a second. Jason's going to explain the Scotch stuff. Here, go ahead. Now you can explain it. Go ahead. Let's hear all your Scotch talk. We're all very interested to hear you talk about Scotch right now. Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
I was actually hoping you were going to remove him completely.
Yeah, go ahead. We're all waiting to hear your Scotch talk. So please carry on.
All I can say is, can you imagine how shitty Scotch would be if it wasn't for bourbon? God, it's terrible as it is.
Yeah. Scotch, bourbon. You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What was it? Yesterday when we were watching that show, it was General Garfield died in the sea.
No.
On the ship.
Admiral Nelson.
Yeah, Admiral Nelson.
Admiral Nelson died, and they sent him back to England
and
in a rum barrel.
It takes like months or up to a year to get back, and so they preserved him in a barrel of rum.
They stuffed him in a barrel of rum.
Really?
Yeah.
So one of the questions was, he died and they sent him back to England. And what vessel did they send him in?
One was in the netting.
Yeah, so they had like 3 different choices, and I said, well, it has to be a rum barrel because there's an Admiral Nelson rum. I mean, why else would there be an Admiral Nelson rum?
And then for me, I went, well, they had to put him in a barrel because alcohol will disinfect and help keep him. So like all the others, he would just like gross.
But you wonder, did they cheers him with his own rum?
I know at the end, did they actually sip it?
That's one way to go out. This is how you got your name. You got stuffed in a fucking rum barrel.
Boy, this rum is kind of Admiral Nelson-y.
Yeah. Yeah. So like Patrick, my wife, like really loves the barrel aged wines. So I always get her a couple. She's not watching this shit. She got better things to do, but yeah, she likes the barrel aged wines quite a bit.
Yeah, she's doing yoga. She doesn't care about this.
No.
I'm just bummed that we couldn't be her first.
She'll we'll get her on. We'll get her on with you guys for sure. Let's see. DC. It's okay. It's okay to have shitty taste once in a while.
Dude, Isla Scotch is the shit. You guys,
I don't even know what it is. I don't even know. I just say that.
That's like Ardbeg. That's like Ardbeg and
the peaty.
The peated stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't like
trash. The hot trash.
Yeah, I'm not. I just can't.
You guys with your candy ass palates, man. Man up.
Hey, you know what?
Get some smoke in you.
I'm drinking fucking marshmallow stout right now. What do you think?
we put Jason on timeout for a second. He started to get carried away here a little bit.
It actually surprised, dude.
You can talk. We heard you.
I was gonna say it surprised me you guys like cigars so much that you wouldn't be into smoky scotches.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I just like the a little bit more of the sweetness I think I get from the bourbon, and that pairs better with a cigar. So
and I don't smoke my cigar through a wet, sweaty gym sock either.
Oh man. So Dave, so some of their stuff they've been pumping out some of those HVCs. Some of that HVC exclusive they had, the hot cake, was good. I didn't smoke the one I got in the package. I've had it before and I really liked it. The Henry Clay, I really like a lot of their stuff. And there was a newer one, and I think Dave, I put you in contact with these guys, but one was a Continental cigar, which is from the Dominican Republic, which is much more. It's much more, I would say, a little more bold. Jason, we had one of the Continental cigars when I was down visiting Jason. We sat out front and we had one. It's much more complex for a Dominican cigar than normal. But off the top of my head, that was a really good one.
I love that Continental. I think
it was really good, and I like a lot of what Caldwell. I like a lot of what Robert Caldwell does. I just whatever it is he does with some things, and I know I got to get a hold of some of the Alec Bradley stuff. I don't have a lot of experience with it, so let's see.
Luckily for you, I know somebody that can get you some.
Yeah. What do we got here? I love cigars. Isla's not smoking. It's burning asphalt.
Absolutely, barn door.
Yeah. It is, man. It's just one of those things. It's an acquired taste. It is for me.
I went on Whiskey Crusaders, right? And so those guys, they sent me a bunch of scotches to try. And there was a couple of them that I couldn't stand, and there were some of them that I thought were decent. Like, so I had and you guys can, maybe Jason can correct what I'm saying here. I think it was a Glenmorangie that was finished in bourbon barrels.
Yep.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was the Glenmo. That was the Glenfiddich 14. The barrel
Glenfiddich 14. Yep, that's what it was.
Bourbon, yeah, the Bourbon Barrel Reserve. That's actually like the one scotch I give to bourbon drinkers. Like, if you want to maybe dip your toe into the scotch world, try this.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's delicious. I can deal with that. Again, even though I say it was really good and really delicious, it was really good, really delicious based off of all the others that I was drinking.
Yeah.
If I heard that with some other bourbons, I'd be like, oh no, that's not good. I don't want that.
Yeah. Steve, that was one of the things I never realized how many in the Scotch world, how many Glens there were. I'm like, holy Christ, Glen had a major impact in the Scotch world.
It's all about Glen.
I just didn't realize Glen was such a popular guy.
He was the most famous Scotsman of all.
Yes, he was. Here at DC, I got to hook you up with Dave. He'll appreciate your backwoods swishers and the OG sweets. It's right up his alley. I don't think so, but anything you buy that doesn't come from a humidor isn't a cigar. First of all.
Right. If it's sitting in a box on the counter,
it's really not.
If it's been sitting behind the counter since 1996 and you can still smoke it, it's not a cigar. Okay. Yeah. Who is Glenn exactly, Sugar Kitty? Who is Glenn and why is he Scottish? I don't know.
Yeah, Ty Weber wrote Driftless Glenn. That's what happened to Glenn when he left Scotland. He became driftless.
Yes, Driftless Glen. That's right in my backyard. They do a really good job with some of their.
Glenn's in Wisconsin now.
He is. Yeah. Glenn is a popular guy. He's a traveling man, is what he is. So.
And Elkhorn, he said he's pretty sure I like Bunnahabhain too, and I do like Bunnahabhain as well.
Yeah, Bunnahabhain, I think was one of the ones I had when I did that Scotch blind. Jason, you probably know more than I do. I think Bunnahabhain was a really popular one. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, Bunnahabhain has like barely a touch of peat in it, like
So-
one or.
So this is what I feel like. If I have to have a Bunnahabhain that has just barely a touch of peat, that's really probably not even to anybody that drinks Scotch is going to say that's not really Scotch. And I have to have a Glenfiddich that is aged in bourbon barrels and finished with bourbon. I probably shouldn't be drinking Scotch.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the thing. I mean, it's not necessarily my thing either. It's not what I gravitate towards. I mean, I just want a good, barrel strength bourbon. I'll take that any day of the week.
Like I said, I'm drinking marshmallow stout right now, and I drink Fat Guy whiskey. I want the sweetest, sugariest, most deliciousness that I can get.
Fat Guy whiskey. That's a good way to put it.
Someone's got a sweet tooth.
Yeah. I mean,
Glenbury Karen.
I mean, not quite to where I'm drinking syrup out of the bottle, but I do have a bit of a sweet tooth.
Jeez, you better hope diabetes doesn't catch up with one of you two with all the maple syrup and all the sweet shit.
My sweet shit is bourbon and beer. I don't like candy. I don't eat chocolate. I'm not a huge sugar guy. I'm more of a salty snack guy if I'm going to eat something that's not good for me.
And as far, at least in the last 100 years that I'm aware of, not one person has ever had diabetes in my family, and they used to own a bakery up until the 70s. So
Carrie just brought the thunder down on herself.
wow.
Yeah.
That's like when the announcer in the football game says, "This guy's made 41 straight kicks," and he pulls it left.
Always how it goes.
Carrie has diabetes.
Always how it goes. Yeah, Steve, blunts are behind the counter, cigars are in her humidor. Exactly.
The diabetes.
Wilford Brimley got me some diabetes.
I got the diabetes.
Diabetes. I think Wilford has since left us, I believe.
I gotta say though, if those the monster cereals, the Count Chocolate and Frankenberry and Blueberry, if those are released all year round instead of Halloween, I'd have the diabetes.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to eat Count Chocula and Blueberry every day growing up as a kid. True story.
Jason just tapes the box of Count Chocula on his face.
I'd have it.
If I want a bite, I just kind of
That'd be the thing. If you buy all three of those at one time, you just get a shot of diabetes right away. You just hear as you're leaving the store.
They come with an insulin pen.
Yeah.
It's all about the Count Chocula Frankenberry blend. That's the best. That's the best there is.
Oh, it's totally the best there is.
You can't forget Captain Crunch.
Oh, I love
the roof of your mouth though.
It does.
You have to. Okay, that's it. I'm super experienced with Captain Crunch, and like
we hit a nerve.
He's getting.
Now
you don't see Scott get emotional often. You bring up Captain Crunch, and he's weeping.
We are fucking in my cereal lane right now. So Captain Crunch is like where it's at. Like old Captain Crunch, new Captain Crunch, not as good. But if you attempt to eat Captain Crunch that hasn't sat in the milk long enough, there is something fucking seriously wrong with you.
But is it possible for it to sit in the milk long enough? I mean, that can sit in the milk for a day, and it'll still cut the shit out of the top of your mouth.
Mine would get soggy towards the end.
No,
you just gotta be an experienced Captain Crunch eater, and you'll understand.
No, I'll tell you what I can get down with is the Crunch Berries all berries.
Oh, dude, yes,
I can get down with that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, Ty knows. I'm about ready to drop some Captain Crunch knowledge on you.
Oh, I don't know that I've ever seen Scott that animated. He's like, all right, shut the fuck up. I'm going to talk about Captain Crunch.
All right, let's take care of this guy here for a second. He's starting to talk nonsense. He's starting to get a little fucking carried away over there in Kleinville.
Hey,
we'll bring him back. We'll bring him back.
I support him, man.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you support him. Here we go. Just for the support. Here you go. Get a little muter again.
No. I support Captain Crunch.
Oh, okay. There you go. You can go on. You're gonna have to do something about the guy to your left, though.
Yeah, Captain Crunch isn't natural. That stuff. I mean, you can leave it in milk for like 2 hours and it's still crunchy. There's something wrong with that shit.
I don't know.
That shit was made in a lab.
I don't know that I've ever so you get a bowl of cereal, you want to sit down and eat it. Captain Crunch is an event. You have to plan it. You have to sit down, pour your milk, go watch 2 hours of cartoons, come back. Nope, not ready yet. I'll wait until Johnny Test is over, and then Johnny Quest is over, and then I can come back and finish it up.
You've been hanging out with Gianni too long.
Johnny Test.
Best Saturday mornings ever. You got to hammer away at cartoons with a little bowl of Captain Crunch. You're good to go.
Right.
See, Dan L knows the old Captain Crunch that feels like you're eating rocks and destroys the roof of your mouth. It's fantastic. Yes.
So true. And the crunch berries did a little bit of the same thing too, man.
It could be. You just gotta eat it like right at the right moment. You know when that is.
Better than the SNL colon.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what Brian Casey said? 2 bowls of Captain Crunch does more damage to your mouth that night of bourbon and cigars, and that's not even close.
Yeah, you got to be experienced with Captain Crunch. We all can't be experienced with Captain Crunch.
Got to get all calloused up.
You have to be. I think you almost have to be an '80s guy to be a little experienced with the Captain Crunch. It's.
There's so many places I could take Carrie's calloused mouth, but I'm just gonna let it go.
Hi, Weber. Make like a high, make a hiney ho.
Holy shit!
I'm ignoring you, Klein.
You just gotta callous that shit up.
Oh, that's all right. That's how it works. You just gotta wear her in. That's it.
Captain Crunch is a real man. Captain Crunch is a real man cereal. None of that fucking Fruity Pebbles shit.
That's true.
That was gross. And that gets soggy like instantly.
That's the thing about Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. Soggy,
it sucks. It's horrible. It's soggy instantly. It's no good.
You have to eat that shit like immediately. Or
remember Charlie Chaplin? I don't know if you ever watched the one where he's in the factory and all the gears are feeding the food to him. That's how you have to eat Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
that was
it's just too fast. It's like Rice Krispies and shit like that. Like, first of all, Rice Krispies shouldn't even be. You put so much sugar on Rice Krispies to make it even edible. Period. So
I have to dump a whole 5-pound bag of sugar on.
So I got to tell you this. My sister one time made me a thing of Rice Krispies. I used to love Rice Krispie treats. And she made me a thing of Rice Krispie treats, and she went 75% Rice Krispies and 25% Fruity Pebbles.
Oh.
I got to tell you, that's fucking legit. If you have never had Rice Krispie and Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats,
I thought you were going to tell me.
Now that's what I would call a master.
Salt mixed up.
No,
that's what I would call a master blender.
Oh yeah,
that is a master.
She dialed it in. I'm like, that's the greatest thing ever. That is so good.
Oh man, DC nailed it. We didn't even touch upon this. Cereal milk is the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, the after milk.
You don't know how pissed I am when the kids leave it and then pour it out. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I was that kid though.
Of course you were.
Hey, I remember you would a lot of times eat your cereal just so you could get to the milk.
That's
it was
right.
The fucking part.
No, I can't ever say I did that.
You know what? That's the problem. That's the problem with kids nowadays, though, is that there's so many sweets and so much shit out there. Like, our parents never let us have any sweets.
No, same here.
So, like, the only thing that you had was like the milk at the end of the cereal, if you even got sugared cereal.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I was stuck eating fucking cornflakes.
Without
sugar. Bad. And that was what my mom was like, that's what you should have. You should have cornflakes, or you should have, God forbid, sometimes she'd give you the full size, not the mini wheats, the full wheats.
Oh, the full one.
With sugar on it, you had to break them up.
Those fucking full wheats were huge, man.
Okay.
Oh, they were awful.
Here's a good question for you guys, because we're all very close in age. So did anybody ever eat or see anyone eat the full size wheat like cereal with butter on it?
No.
I've seen people Yeah, I've seen people eat it with
they would
butter.
just take butter and then just crunch on it?
In the milk. I've seen.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like just taking lard or Crisco. And
It was not good. I'm like, that's
Fuck
a little
you,
bit
Cameron.
good.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, Frosted Flakes is probably one of my favorites. But back to those damn.
Salt is like dessert.
Back to those
Frosted Flakes. They love them.
Back to those huge ass full size wheats.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if Tom Hanks had those when he was fucking stranded on that island, he would have got off the island real quick. He would have floated home on those fucking things.
Oh, yeah, those things are huge, right? They're like you get a box of them, and there's fucking 6 of them in a box. You're like, all right, that's it. That's all I got. A box.
Like this. Just
What's Mount T cereal?
Alec, you don't even know what we're
Mr.
talking
T.
about.
I think he means Mr. T cereal.
I never had Mr. T cereal.
Oh, Mr. T cereal. I'll pity the fool that don't eat my cereal.
What cereal was it? What was it?
It was basically like what are those little
Puffs?
Lucky Charms. It was like Lucky Charms, basically.
I only ate the marshmallows out of Lucky Charms.
Mr. T cereal was fucking great, man.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Oh yeah, I remember Mr. T. There was a lot of cereals that kind of went by the wayside real quick.
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
I remember my my grandmother, who didn't really speak English very well. She totally like fed into my cereal habit. So when she would go food shopping, she would just ask me, what cereal do you want? So I would literally write down, like I would see the commercials like during my Saturday morning cartoons, and I would write down all my favorite cereals that I want to try, and I would just give her the piece of paper. She would go to the food store and show it to the store clerk, and he would fucking fill the fucking cart, all the cereals I requested. She would come home, here you go. Like, oh my God.
Grandma's the best.
Yeah, that's why I was like a 400-pound kid.
Right.
You didn't get Stout Belly 23 for nothing.
That's right.
Dude, you know what's worse is, so when I was little, my mom told me that I was allergic to chocolate.
What?
To this day, he's like,
I still don't eat chocolate because when I was little, she convinced me I was allergic to it, and then whenever she would make something for me with chocolate, she'd make it with carob chocolate, which tastes like fucking trash. And so I'm like, chocolate is terrible. I don't want chocolate.
Carob chocolate.
Chocolate's terrible.
Yep.
But you know what? He was allergic to a lot of stuff, according to his mother. So
well, that's how you get
allergic to him.
That's how you get like hoodwinked into thinking you can't have any sweet shit right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what she kept. She's like, oh, you don't want that. You're allergic to it. I'm like, son of a bitch.
So she had him convinced that the world was flat. So
she did not.
DC, I agree with you. Now we need bourbon cereal. That sounds
Kilco in the chat said bourbon O's shaped like whiskey barrels.
Yes.
There you go. That's
so my roommate in college, he used to take Honey Nut Cheerios and fill it full of fucking whatever beer was left in the cans.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he'd eat in the morning.
Jesus.
That's fucking savage. I love that.
He is total savage. He was awesome.
I remember.
Yes, I had waffle crisp. No, I did not like it.
I remember. This is bad.
Gary's had blue waffle crisp.
This is bad. I remember, being at the University of Wisconsin, you'd have a place called the library, and every Saturday morning they'd have something called Smut and Eggs at a bar called at the library. You can probably only imagine what you were watching while you were eating breakfast.
Oh, no shit. So you're watching porn while you're eating breakfast?
Smut and Eggs, baby.
That's fantastic.
How could you eat? Ugh.
Oh, we ate. That's no problem.
I could totally eat.
Yeah.
I feel like
have you ever watched Seinfeld where you incorporate food with sex?
Yeah, I remember that one, and I thought it was disgusting. I thought it was disgusting in
To Costanza.
All right. On that note, I got to get another cold beer.
I feel like there's a way we could like blend a few cereals together to make like a perfect like bourbon cereal.
Oh God, you know what? We could. Let's think about that.
So we have to craft a bourbon cereal. What would the blend be? And then we have to like test this shit out.
We have to start with chocolate because there has to be chocolate in it. So like a Count Chocula is a perfect start.
No, well, Count Chocula only comes out once a year, so it's got to be available. So what's like a chocolate cereal that's available like now?
Cookie Crisp.
Ooh.
Oh, Cookie Crisp could work.
Cookie Crisp would work. So we could start with some Cookie Crisp. So now we have to add in something that would complement the wheat. Maybe like a Honey Nut Cheerios with the Cookie Crisp.
I was just gonna say, Honey Nut Cheerios would probably work really well. So somebody in the chat, like, write all this shit down. So we got Cookie Crisp, Honey Nut Cheerios.
What are we missing? So we've got the oat from the cookie. We've got the honey and the oat from the cherry.
Okay, so you gotta introduce a little bit of Captain Crunch, the peanut butter in this bad boy.
Yeah.
Peanut butter,
little peanut butter chocolate going.
Ooh, Golden Grams. Yes, Jason.
There is a peanut butter crunch. Peanut butter crunch might add some necessity to that.
But
we're leaning towards a Jim Beam Heaven Hill cereal.
That's true.
Exactly.
I actually agree with Sugar Smacks could give it like that caramel sweetness.
Like God, I forgot about Sugar Smacks. That's the one with the fucking what is
it? The frog.
Yeah, the green
the frog. Because I mean, is that ribbit?
Carrie doesn't call them frogs; she calls them the ribbits.
The ribbit. Yeah.
I'm in the backyard. What? There's a ribbit. Pick up the ribbit.
Oh, Will hit a good one here. What about some cinnamon toast crunch?
Oh, how do we forget cinnamon toast?
I don't know. How do we forget about that?
Cinnamon toast crunch would be a better base for a rye cereal.
No. Yeah.
If we were gonna, let's make s'mores. a bourbon cereal and a rye cereal.
So the s'mores cereal, that would be a good one too.
You would need.
I just want to say real quick. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining our beer discussion tonight. I really appreciate it. Okay, thanks for joining.
Screw that. We're moving on to cereal, buddy.
We are. We move on. Bigger and better, baby.
I wish to God that if you were in chat that we could mute the guy that was running the chat. That'd be fantastic. Hey, this is my channel. Let's do this. Kick me out. What happened?
I got to use my stout belly back end powers to get back to
Yeah.
This is where your backdoor powers end, buddy. This is no backdoor powers.
So like a rye would be cool if there was like a cereal with like some citrus quality to it. You have the cinnamon toast crunch, a little bit of that citrus note. That'd be pretty.
So if you took like a cinnamon toast crunch and you added like some apple bran flakes.
Ooh.
Oh man, so it'll taste good, but we'll be shit on the shitter all day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, great. All right, cool.
This is exactly what DC says I need because I'm an old man.
Yeah, you need some. What are those? Grape nuts. Grape nuts.
I like grape nuts.
Yeah, we need some grape nuts.
I would put sugar on my grape nuts.
Here we go. Sorry.
Carrie likes sugar on her nuts.
Mr. Klein, we're sorry for this right away. We got too much talk about the I like grape nuts, so sorry about this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can't grape nuts is
There's nobody in the history of like grape nuts. Grape nut people don't even like grape nuts.
I love grape nuts. You put sugar on them and they're delicious. Being legitimate, bastard.
In Carrie's defense, she likes pretty much all nuts.
You guys are just all sick and twisted. I thought we were talking about cereal.
We are kind of.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
Wow, sugar kitty, like boil it down to percentages.
So you know what Will Henderson says, I'm glad the samples didn't show up. This is gold. This is exactly what Scott and I were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Like, we should never plan a single fucking thing. We should just get together and be idiots, and people are gonna love it. And this is prime example.
We knew this would be off the rails in no time. We're an hour and 30 minutes in. We started out with serious beer talk. Now we're talking about cereal blends.
Oh my God. There's no grapes in Cameron. No
So
grapes.
when I was living in Queens, Clyde's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
when I was living in Queens, there was a pop-up store called Cereality.
Oh,
Did you guys hear about this? It was basically a shop that all they did was serve different types of cereal, and they actually had the different flavored milks to go with your cereal. So they had like Fruity Pebbles milk and
yes.
But the place was not open long. Apparently, didn't really do well.
No.
But you frequented it.
You need a place. You need a place like that that's like right down the road from like Fraternity Road, and like that will do perfect.
So here's my problem with it. If you're trying to replicate Fruity Pebbles milk, you can't do that. I mean, unless they had vats of Fruity Pebbles and milk and they just let it sit and then they drain the milk out. If they're just putting flavoring in there, I'm not down with that, man.
No, it has
little pieces of Fruity Pebbles in that milk. That's the only way.
No, yeah. Apparently, this was milk. This was milk made from the what was left in the bowl from actual bowls of cereal.
Oh, that's almost creepy.
So that's the thing. So since you couldn't, obviously nobody could be eating it. So I think a lot of cereal went to waste, unfortunately.
Look at Brian says grape nuts is the cereal as Scotch is the bourbon. Sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. If that doesn't get a response of nailed it, I haven't heard one. So
that's totally nailing it.
I the best bowl of grape nuts.
Grape nuts is the barnacles, like the sea barnacles of cereal.
Oh, Hendo, best cereal milk.
Dude,
that's
SpongeBob.
You understand that grape nuts are not these nuts, right?
Yes.
All right, just want to make sure.
And not easy either.
Oh, sure I am. Give me that nut.
Give me that nut.
Best cereal milk. Best cereal
like that,
milk.
And it's like this.
Oh, that's a good
Took
question.
it to the bar, then we started to kiss.
It's hard. It's hard not to choose a chocolate cereal for best cereal milk, but sometimes the fruity cereals are really good. Cookie Crisp had good cereal milk. Fruit Loops.
I just have a really hard time getting past fucking Captain Crunch. I love the Captain. I love the peanut butter flavor.
All right, you're gonna have to move on. Life is not all Captain Crunch.
But as far as chocolate cereals go, Cocoa Pebbles, because they were the darkest and it made the milk taste most like chocolate milk.
The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
What about Cocoa Puffs?
No, they weren't as chocolatey as Cocoa Pebbles.
No, Jason.
You're
just
wrong.
Straight no.
No, just you're that's ridiculous. No.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
When you have a dick and balls, you're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason, this is just a little insight. So if you get married, this is what you're going to hear a lot. No. No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yep.
Oh, I'm already getting used to that.
Sometimes I just yell the opposite just to see what she says.
And I say no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like red. I'm like blue. What are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to.
Do you guys every now and then just say I agree with you wholeheartedly, and then they just look at you all funny?
No, because if I agreed with her wholeheartedly, she'll go, "No, you're still wrong."
Yeah.
That was a test, and you failed. I asked her one time. I said, if a tree falls in the woods and there's no man around, or there's no woman around to hear it, is a man still wrong?
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
We know the answer to that. Tony G. Maybe Klein's nickname is Grape Ape, and that's why she loves grape nuts.
Grape Ape. Grape Ape.
You know, I like watching Grape Ape when I was younger.
Grape Ape's amazing.
And Mighty Mouse.
Here I come to save the day.
I don't know. Reese's Puffs better than Captain Crunch. I don't know. I can't agree with that.
No, definitely Captain Crunch wins.
Yeah, I like the crunchy. The fucking.
I got to go classic. I think Frosted Flakes is the best cereal milk.
It is.
Okay, it's sweet.
It is good.
It's super sweet. That's the closest to bourbon milk you're gonna get.
Bourbon milk.
Will Henderson.
Is that from a dragon?
You're wrong, Jason. Apparently, I'm very wrong.
You're wrong.
And I need to get used to that fact, apparently, too.
Oh yeah, you better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the longer you get in this relationship, buddy, you better get
Patrick,
used to being wrong.
Patrick nailed this. As like old guys like us, this is pretty much it.
And you know what? That picture could not be more reminiscent of somebody that needs more fiber and less sugar.
Is that Wilford Brimley?
The diabetes. Yeah. Jeez.
Oh, Jason.
Oh my God.
Look at you gotta click on DC's comment. That's brilliant.
Okay.
Great Pink 21 and Stout Belly 20. We were tweet gamers in 1992, you son of a bitch.
That's right.
Oh man.
I was slicing up people in Gears of War.
I was taking the San Francisco 49ers undefeated in Super Tecmo Bowl.
Oh yeah. 92 for sure. Yeah. It was
Steve Young was the shit.
Yeah.
Randall Cunningham, the Eagles too. Randall Cunningham was the only you could make him run for 4,000 yards and pass for 4,000 yards.
I'm sorry, there was nobody there, whether you love him or hate him. The Madden was it 2003 with Michael Vick on the cover. The most unstoppable human they ever made in Madden.
He was just a force.
He was ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And you know how like your players get injured or hurt or like slow down, like they're not. That never happened to Vic. He just outran everyone.
He never got tired. And even though his speed was 99, I think it was 199.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dude, he was the best.
Because you can never I would never even run the ball. I would have him drop back for a pass. I would tuck it and take off, and he would score like at least 75% of the time. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, these guys are saying Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl. That was the same way. Bo Jackson was a fucking beast. In Tecmo Bowl.
That's OG style right there.
The problem that you had with Bo Jackson is that you had to play with the Raiders, and their defense was the absolute worst.
Yeah.
I know, but if you wanted to score 400 points a game, it's good to have Bo.
Right, but then the computer would inevitably cheat on you, and you would end up getting beat in some weird fluke.
Oh, my God, it's so true.
Oh, Tecmo Bowl was the best.
Oh, yeah.
I love Tecmo Bowl. Does anybody remember fucking the Sega channel at all? Remember when Sega actually, you didn't even have to have like a game console. You could just subscribe to fucking the Sega channel. You could play as many video games as you wanted.
I did. I was on that because I was like the one person in my group of friends who was a Sega guy. Everyone else was Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah. We only had it like in like kind of one of our college houses, like where everybody would get all fucked up, and then everyone would just end up playing games like on the Sega channel.
Hot buttery rolls, Bo knows surgical hardware.
So I just cracked that open.
What is that one?
So up by us in a little town of Saugatuck.
Oh yeah,
just north of Grand Rapids is a brewery. And they make a Neapolitan. This is a bourbon barrel-aged Neapolitan milk stout. The amazing thing, and I don't know how the fuck they do it, but the amazing thing about it is you literally get Neapolitan in the order that it should go. It goes strawberry, chocolate, vanilla.
Really?
As you drink it, it runs through all three flavors very prominently in the specific order.
What the hell is that from? That is that from that Hogwarts? Is that from that Hogwarts distillery you were drinking earlier?
Yeah.
No, this is from Saugatuck.
Okay.
It's just south of Grand Rapids.
We were
Griffin Claw.
Griffin Claw, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we visited Saugatuck in maybe a few years ago. It was nice. There was some other nice area that was there that it kind of had like a nice downtown. I don't remember the name of it at all.
New Haven or Grand Haven? Either one of those?
It might have been Grand Haven. Yeah, it might have been Grand Haven.
It's a little more south of Saugatuck. About another 30, 40 minutes.
It wasn't very far, but then we went and visited like the dunes and stuff, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was, I think, by
that was way up north.
Oh yeah, maybe we were. Oh yeah, maybe it was a different trip. We went to like Bar.
No, there's still dunes. There's dunes over by South Haven.
Maybe that's when we were in Bar Harbor.
Glen Harbor?
Or Glen Harbor. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And then there's Benton Harbor, which is down there too by Grand Rapids. Yeah. But Glen Harbor is way up at the top.
Oh yeah, we were way up there. That's when we went to Mackinac Island and everything. So
yeah, that's on the other side.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, Scotty, you know how long it's been since I drank beer? Like, I'm really happy we're doing this. This is good. I'm good. I'm drinking more things than I've drinking. This shit just been sitting in my fucking aging drawer. Yeah, but it's just, I mean, it's the time of year, it's the right setup, and this is just a great night, man. I'm glad you thought of this. Such a good idea.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're the man.
I'm gonna record this part.
You're the man with your hipster shirt and hat.
I mean, look at. I have a backwards hat and a flannel. If this doesn't say fucking hipster, I don't know what does.
Are you wearing vintage jeans?
They're not.
He's wearing skinny jeans.
No, he's wearing Lee's.
3 sizes too small.
You know what? You know, honestly, one thing I always wondered is like with skinny jeans, where does everyone put their balls?
Oh God, I can't imagine.
Are those? First of all, are those ever? I'm gonna get fucking angry now. Are those ever gonna fucking go away? I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of the skinny jeans. Go the fuck away. I'm done with you.
I need cargo shorts to come back.
Yeah.
I want fucking pockets everywhere.
I know. Yeah. I got shit to carry.
Like Klein just walks in the store, but like, I'm looking for a suit. Yeah. So the salesperson walks up. Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a pair of shorts that has 62 pockets. Can you help me out?
She's like, yeah, let me get my DeLorean and take it back to 1995.
Cargo shorts. I mean, Jesus Christ, you got 45 pockets to put all your teas and shit. They're perfect. Oh, here you go. Even better.
Jorts.
The jort. Oh, fuck yeah. You know what? Jorts or male Daisy Dukes. That'd be even better.
Does anybody remember the jammers?
The hell's a jammer? Those are those Kool-Aid things that you put the straw in.
No, they were shorts. Jam shorts. Jammers.
No.
They were big and they were like just past the knee. It would have been in like 88, 89.
What are JNCO jeans?
I probably remember
those. The Jenko jeans were like back in the day. Like the hip hop dudes wore those. There was like the widest leg fucking jeans you could ever wear.
Okay, so here's even better. Here's even better. So are you guys definitely remember this time. So who was a roller of the jeans and who was a pinner of the jeans?
I did the French roll.
I always just wore my jeans away. I did have Gerbeau jeans. I don't know if you guys had.
Oh yes, Gerbeau.
French cuff on those too.
Yeah, no, I had the Gerbeau jeans that had that big fucking front on them, and
yeah, very fucking MC Hammerish.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Yeah,
I've never had Jenko jeans. I don't even know what those are.
I had jean pants too.
Jesus Christ, we've covered a lot of things tonight. Fucking cereal, beer, style.
I still fucking hate the skinny. I went to the store the other day and I held up a pair of their skinny jeans. These were super skinny because skinny isn't skinny enough. Now they came out with fucking super skinny because guys can't be more fucking feminine now than they are now. So.
You have.
Do they have a BMI number next to them?
Yeah.
So if you're at a 30, you have to be here. If you're at a 25 BMI, you got to be in these jeans.
I need to know for a skinny jeans. I need to know where my belly and my balls are going to go with these fucking jeans.
Right.
Yeah, I need to know.
Cherry black. I had Cavaricci jeans.
Oh
Cavaricci. I grew up Italian, so I had to have my Cavariccis. So.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. So why do you hate skinny jeans so much? Is it because the bulge doesn't show in them?
No, there's too much that shows in them.
Yeah, it shows everything.
I don't understand. Like guys shouldn't be wearing painted on jeans that fit every fucking crevice of your lower body. It's ridiculous.
I think what she was saying, Jason, is that your shit doesn't show in skinny jeans, so you're angry about it.
Oh, my shit shows in skinny jeans, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Look, the shelf turd showed up.
Listen, I got thick Italian grape stomping legs. So skinny jeans.
Where I thought you were going.
No, I thought you were going somewhere else.
Skinny jeans do not work on me. If
I thought you were talking about the sausage.
Yeah,
listen, I got thick Italian.
Yeah, so just everything is all relative. So just use your imagination.
Oh man, that's too good.
I love it. Oh, the shelf turds wandered in. What's up, Kira?
Yes, they did. The better half.
I heard guys in skinny jeans, and I came running. That sounds about right.
What's funny is like if you go into a store and you want to like go buy a normal pair of jeans, they're like in the fucking back, and you have to.
And they don't have your size. That's
the skinny jeans have like all these different color options.
Yeah.
The regular normal guy jeans now are in the back of the store. You have one fucking color.
and they're stonewashed.
Yes.
Yeah. Jason goes in. He's like,
they're like, "Hey, old man, get your stonewashed jeans."
That's what Jason says. He goes in. Can you tell me where the skinny jeans are? She's the attendant or the sales lady. He's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do with those?"
Exactly. I'm gonna put them on my arm. I'm making a shirt out of them.
Just so you know, the bootleg and the flare, they're all coming back.
That's right. I can't wait.
I love a good bootleg.
Well, are they going to bring back Sagebrush as well?
No, they're not bringing back Sagebrush.
Do you guys remember that store, Sagebrush? Or is that like a Michigan thing?
No,
you know what I want to come back is the hypercolor shirts.
No, like the Benetton shirt.
The ones that change colors.
Yeah, the ones that change color. When
I don't remember those.
Oh yeah, like based off of if you're sweaty or whatnot, they change color.
I don't know about sweaty, but I just
definitely sweaty.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Whenever Jason walks by and I get like a little heated up, and like my shirt changes color.
Yeah.
When I see him in his skinny jeans with that Italian sausage.
Yes, I had about 12 different colors of parachute pants.
Yeah. What I want to know is what I really want to know is a serious question right now is how are the Bourbon Junkies gonna fucking follow this fucking show up?
They can't.
All I want to know is Barn Door says I wear a 38-36 and they ask if I want skinny or cut. He goes, "The hell you think I want?"
Buttery Roll says crushed the lure Ricky Martin.
Yeah. The best part is just go into the Gap and like as a big dude, just start like rifling through like the skinny jeans. You like when they like you get to the stuff, it's like 28, 29, 30s. You're like, where's the fucking 38s of these bad boys?
What you should do is you should grab like a 28, a 29, and a 30, take them into the dressing room.
DC says, looks like Jay smuggling grape nuts and Vienna sausage.
Listen, I'm gonna post a picture of myself in skinny jeans on my Patreon.
You know what? God. I don't know if anything's going to get better than the picture you posted of you and that fucking Vienna Boys Choir thing you had going on.
Hey man, that was my entertainment emceeing days. Yep.
Dude, your fucking dance group or whatever it was.
You love that sparkly vest.
That was like
had a dance group.
That was like
that was like a picture of it. He's got like the sparkly vest.
Can you bust us a move or two?
That was like Napoleon Dynamite in the Happy Hands Club.
Yeah.
Come on, show us some moves, Jason.
I can't right now. Maybe
you can.
No, he can't. He can't even stand up off that chair without falling over. He showed us that many times.
Yeah, we've already seen this show. We've already seen this.
I got it. In the words of Sugar Kitty, stay vertical.
Oh man, hot stepper, Jason. Hot stepper.
Hot stepper.
They call me Hot Stepper, murderer.
I gotta pull out an old video of me dancing at one of the parties I used to do. So I'll see if I could pull that out and post it somewhere.
Oh, please,
That'll
God.
be a-
Please,
That'll
God,
be
do
a
it.
fucking treat.
Did you break dance too?
Yeah, well, that was the reason why I got hired. I used to do breakdancing, and then I was doing that in the beginning, and then I ended up being an MC, and I did some DJing, but mostly MCing and dancing.
What's MC?
Yeah.
So that's
One or
like,
the
you know, I'm the cheesy guy on the microphone. I'm the cheesy guy on the microphone at weddings, you know.
Jason was the guy that created the circle dance off at every wedding.
Oh my God! What
Yeah.
movie did we watch? In The Wedding Singer, and then we laugh every time he sings the song.
Oh yeah, no, that's Old School,
Mm-hmm.
where he's
Yeah,
singing "Turn Around." Every now and then, I get a little fired.
Yeah,
Throw
exactly.
the F-bomb in everywhere.
No, I was the guy that'd be like, "Hey, welcome to Michael Klein's Sweet 16."
Right back at you, Kira. You're so sweet. Thank you.
They're both in separate rooms. David and Kira are like in separate rooms, like on their computers and shit, just typing away right now.
What's
Man.
up, guys?
We need to have one with David and Kira.
2
Just
weeks.
fun.
We just did.
I know we need to again.
Carrie forgot already. She's like, you know who we should have on? Those shelf turns. Never heard of them. Let's bring it.
Yeah.
To,
Yeah. Well, seriously glad those samples didn't show up. Well, thank God you didn't use like FedEx or UPS.
All right, so now that we're this far into the show, I need to let you know that I actually got 2 packs of samples.
You got the double set. You got the double pack.
He sent them both to me.
Yeah.
I was never going to tell you, but I figured now's as good a time as any.
Oh, that's good. At least you let me know early on, an hour and 56 minutes in. We're good.
Well, you know, I was going to wait until an hour and 59 in, but
Yeah, apparently when the shipping info says that it's being held up somewhere, it's actually Klein's fucking basement.
yeah, it just comes to my house.
It's held up. It's held up. It's held up in Klein's place. That's
Well,
where
it's
it is.
funny because Scott and I were talking earlier that you have a problem when you know your UPS, FedEx, and USPS guy by name.
Mm-hmm.
They call you by name, you call them by name. They don't make you sign for shit anymore.
No.
Except we forget our mail guy's name. We can't come up with his name.
It's Arthur.
When did you come up with that?
No, that's his name. I didn't come up with it. His mom gave it to him.
Well, when I asked you 2 weeks ago, you couldn't remember his name.
That doesn't sound
It's
like me.
art. It's art. It's art.
Yeah.
It's Artie. Artie.
Yep.
Should I call him Addie?
Our UPS guy's name is Tim.
It is?
Tim's the best.
He is the best. He doesn't make me. He always asks you what cigars.
He asked me which cigars are which bourbon. He's like, "What's in this box? Which bourbon you getting today?" And he's like, "What's your favorite cigar?" I'm like, "I don't know. It depends on the day, you know." And he's like, "You get a lot from Alec Bradley."
Yeah, you know, you've got a good problem when everybody, like your people delivering your shit, ask you questions about the stuff. So
It's when our packages start disappearing that we need to worry.
Yep.
my shit like never seems to like disappear, other than the stuff that Will Henderson sends. It just never shows up. So,
well, you know what? Will was doing you a favor. He's like, you know what? I can't let Scott lose again.
it's
Daniel Kerber.
Damn.
There you go. Trust me, I have to drink in order not to stab him every day.
Hey, careful, Kerber.
that's
Danny
the,
Kerber has spent a loving night with me in Arkansas.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
sounds
He knows
fitting.
he knows what a gentle guy I am. So why
Gentle.
don't you not talk shit, Dan Kerber? Because I'll start spilling the beans about our night in Arkansas.
Ooh.
I love how you
Begin.
I say, even when I meet him, he never speaks. That sounds like a quote taken right out of Ron Swanson's handbook.
See, or Alabama. Yeah, you're right.
I'm like, when did
I don't know if
Alabama.
it's the right state.
Alabama, dude.
I don't remember you going to Arkansas.
Arkansas,
Arkansas,
Alabama
right?
is
It's
a
hard to
much of
tell.
a difference. All right, what's Will say here? What does he got here? mean, Arkansas, Alabama, is there much of a difference?
Yeah, squeal like a pig.
Good luck to y'all when this does happen. We're looking. Hey,
Tom Flanagan in the house. You're right. Arkansas was Trev Wilson.
Tom's been in the house.
That's right. I do know what was. I do know what was in that box, and I was looking forward to that blind. So hopefully, when you get it, that'll be a good one because Will did a good job putting together that flight.
Oh, I know exactly what's in the box.
Barn door.
4 samples that are labeled A.
Jesus.
Barn door. Stay away
Minor.
from my man.
My UPS guy is very happy this evening. So, all right. Do we want to shut her down? I know there's a couple minutes before the junkies go on. So,
yeah, I mean, we can shut it down. Odds are that they're not going to start till like 9:10, but we can shut her down.
9:15.
yeah, they've got there's always between like an 8 and 35-minute buffer anyway. So,
yeah, I mean, the good news is there's no weather issues tonight, so they may actually start somewhat on time.
And the moon it's like the biggest wheel of cheese tonight. It's gorgeous.
So we're
still 15 minutes till the junkies. We're good.
So what are they? So are they doing something with Cigar Club tonight? Is that what they're doing?
They are announcing something really their own cigar tonight.
Oh, okay. All right, that'll be cool.
Yeah, and they partnered with Cigar Club to do it. Well, they partnered with Alec Bradley to do it, and they partnered with Cigar Club to sell it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's cool. You need to.
Yeah. Because I get the cigarclub.com stuff, and I mean Dave is like super passionate. I know they're working with AB and stuff right now, so I think this package that they're talking about tonight is what's coming out for November. So that'll be
what they're talking about tonight is their own cigar.
Oh, their own. Okay. So are they going to release it in the package or just on their own?
On their own, a 5-pack. Yeah, I'm spoiling all this shit right now.
So will it be a 5-pack maybe through Cigar Club?
Yes, it will.
Wow.
See, I'm ruining it for everyone. I'm
definitely.
Hey, everybody, just stick with us.
Jealous?
Just stick with us. You don't even have to go over and watch the junkies anymore. The cat's out of the bag, baby.
You guys want me to post the link?
Actually, yeah, I'd like to order some before the masses get a hold of it.
I'll send it to you, Jason.
Thanks, man.
Oh man. All right. Well, fuck. We've been on this thing at 2 hours and 1 minute, just having a good old time tonight. So
it doesn't get any better than this, man. I love it. I appreciate you bringing me on and hanging out. And we're gonna have round 3 eventually.
We will.
Thanks for tolerating me, Scott.
And I'm you're welcome anytime you want. As long as your husband is okay with it, I'm perfectly fine with it. So
you can have her on instead of me if you want.
Anytime.
Kitty.
Anyone's welcome anytime. So yeah, I haven't even gotten the notification that they've even gone live yet.
I haven't either.
I just got it. So they weren't live yet.
Said, hey, you guys owe me samples.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Jeff, I need to email Jeff back. So Scott, when Jeff was on, when you were here and we did that before all the shit hit the fan with me going to New York and stuff, Jeff won those samples. So we got to get with him and send him some sample packs.
All right. Well, you'll have to remind me what the hell I owe him because I don't remember it all. So
I'll connect with him and we'll figure out what he wants to taste.
Yeah. Let me know. All right. So anybody who's had tonight, hey, tonight's been a lot of fun. And to be honest, I mean these are a lot of times the fun ones where you just shoot the shit and 2 hours is gone by and here we are. We've accomplished literally nothing. But we've had a good old time, and that's what whiskey and good beer and all that stuff will do. So
it isn't nothing when fun was had by all.
Yeah, it's memories
had by all.
That's what we're creating is memories, and we're enjoying it, and we enjoy you, and all the people that are here watching. You guys are the best, and Scott, you're the best. Jason, love you to death, man. You know that. I appreciate you guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Yep, been a really fun night, and and we got to talk about some different things, shit that we normally wouldn't be able to. So it's a little bit off the rails. We understand that, but at the end of the day, I think everybody has fun with that. And to be honest, it's kind of what we need right now. I mean, this has been a fucked up year. We all know that, and to have a good time and shoot the shit and just have be around some good friends and all that. that's what it's all about right now. So, all right, everybody head over to check out what the Junkies got going on. They've got some cigar news, not new stuff because Klein let the cat out of the bag on that one. So unfortunately, spoiler alert, but all right. So next week, I actually have Dave from cigarclub.com who's going to be on. We're going to be talking about some fun things. The second week, 2 weeks from now, the shelf turds, they're going to be on. So Dave, Kira, I see you guys are lurking around in here still. So we'll have a good old time with that as well. So, but everybody else, thanks for joining tonight. And yeah, hang in there, and we'll get through all this shit. But we'll keep having a good old time. So thanks everybody for joining tonight. You guys, more importantly, Kleins, thanks for joining. Mash and Drum, thanks. Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
and,
guys.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you guys.